The night was heavy with the weight of an ancient curse as Dr. Evelyn Carter descended into the suffocating darkness of the newly discovered tomb. Her flashlight cut a feeble beam through the dust-heavy air, illuminating walls scribbled with hieroglyphics that whispered of doom and death. She had been warned by the local villagers, their eyes wide with fear as they recounted tales of the curse of the Pharaohs, a curse said to claim the souls of all who dared to disturb the sleep of the ancient ones. But Evelyn was a scholar, a woman of science, not of superstitions. She pressed on, deeper into the earth. With each step, the air grew colder, and the shadows seemed to growl at the edges of her light. The tomb, sealed for millennia, opened up before her like a maw ready to consume. Strange, bone-chilling artifacts lay strewn about, and the walls seemed to pulsate with a life of their own. She tried to brush off the growing sense of dread as mere nerves. Then, she found it, the sarcophagus of Pharaoh Nebka. Its ancient stone visage seemed to scowl at her, a guardian of secrets long buried. Her hands trembled as she pried open the lid, revealing a mummified form swathed in decayed linen. As she leaned closer, her breath caught. The mummy's eyes, sunken and lifeless, were wide open. A low moan echoed through the chamber, not from the shadows, but from the sarcophagus itself. The hieroglyphs began to glow with an eldritch light, illuminating ghastly depictions of torment and suffering. The walls closed in, the once spacious tomb now a claustrophobic nightmare. Time seemed to slow as Evelyn staggered back, her mind reeling with visions of the cursed past, the Pharaoh's wrath, tomb robbers flayed alive, and cursed relics that drew blood from those who touched them. The mummy's mouth moved, uttering words in a long-dead language. Evelyn's heart hammered against her ribcage as she realized the Pharaoh was speaking directly to her. The curse was real, it was alive, and it had chosen her. She turned to flee, but the entrance had sealed shut, trapping her within the crypt's malevolent embrace. The flashlight flickered and died, plunging her into darkness broken only by the unnatural glow of cursed hieroglyphs. A cold hand gripped her shoulder, and she screamed, the sound swallowed by the tomb's eternal silence. They found her days later, part of the search team that dared to enter the cursed burial ground. Her face was frozen in a look of unspeakable terror, body lifeless beside the now empty sarcophagus. The villagers shook their heads. The curse of the Pharaohs had claimed another victim, and the tomb, once more, was sealed, waiting for its next foolhardy trespasser.